Tonight, we're ripping the mask clean off one of Hollywood's most untouchable figures. A raw video leak straight from the depths of Jeffrey Epstein's hidden digital vaults. An underground auction where the elite's darkest, most guarded moments get traded like currency among the ultra-rich and ruthless. And now, a federal judge in New York has dropped a hammer, an active arrest warrant that's about to turn this whole thing nuclear. The name lighting up every dark corner right now? Whoopi Goldberg. Yeah, the exact same Whoopi Goldberg who's built an entire career on The View grilling politicians, celebrities, billionaires, anyone even remotely linked to Epstein. She's demanded transparency. She's called for accountability. She's made entire segments about how the powerful need to come clean or face the music. But what happens when the camera turns around and catches her own shadow in the frame? This isn't gossip. This isn't a blurry screenshot. This is alleged footage. This is court-documented action. This is the kind of exposure that shatters reputations overnight. Stay locked in. We're going deep, layer by layer. No fluff, no mercy. Just the raw details that keep people glued. Rapid-fire montage kicks in. Shadowy dark web auction interface with countdown timers and rising bid numbers. Grainy, leaked security cam clips of opulent mansion hallways and private rooms. Blurred silhouettes of suited buyers raising paddles anonymously. A slow zoom on Whoopi's classic view photo that glitches and morphs into a pixelated still from supposed hidden footage. Dreads visible, laugh frozen mid-frame. Let's set the stage properly. Jeffrey Epstein didn't just traffic vulnerable girls. He built a full-spectrum blackmail machine. Mansions rigged with cameras in every corner. Private islands with endless guests. Jets that flew the world's most powerful people to places they never wanted traced. When he died in 2019, the public saw the surface auctions. Islands sold off, art pieces hammered down, furniture liquidated. But the insiders always knew the real jackpot was never going public. It was buried in encrypted servers, terabytes of video footage, audio recordings, time-stamped interactions, leverage that could destroy careers, topple fortunes, shift elections. Fast forward to late 2025. Whispers start circulating in the shadows of high finance and intel circles. A private, ultra-exclusive auction. No Sotheby's, no Christie's. Invite-only dark web portals. Buyers vetted through layers of proxies. Billionaires with vendettas. Foreign intelligence cutouts. Media moguls hunting compromat. Even rival elites wanting to bury competitors. Files came in categories: high-profile interactions, exclusive memories, NYC Palm Beach archives. Starting bids sat at $100,000 to $500,000. The really explosive ones, 7 figures and climbing. Payments in untraceable crypto or cash drops. No paper trail, no refunds. Then one file breaks loose. This month, February 2026, it hits underground mirrors, gets shared in closed Telegram groups, bounces before getting scrubbed hard. Metadata stamps it mid-2013 to early 2014. Location pinned, Epstein's notorious New York townhouse, the fortress with walls that heard everything and cameras that missed nothing. The setting? An intimate after-hours gathering, low lighting, crystal glasses clinking, soft jazz in the background. Conversation flows easy at first, then turns. Names dropped, plans hinted, laughter that feels too comfortable. And there she is, stepping into the shot. Signature dreads, that confident posture, the voice everyone recognizes from decades on screen. Whoopi Goldberg. She's not tense, she's not out of place, she's relaxed, chatting casually about needing to get away from it all sometimes. Private travel arrangements that keep things discreet. How the right connections open every door. The clip doesn't go explicit, it snaps off suddenly like someone hit stop, but the atmosphere drips with implication. She's not a stranger here. She's in the inner orbit, comfortable in the same space where Epstein orchestrated his supply chain of victims, silence, and protection. Why option something like that? Simple. Epstein never deleted insurance. Every recording was currency. After his death, the remnants of his network turned it into profit. Supply was tight, maybe only 30 to 50 high-value clips in that entire batch. Demand through the roof. One leaked estate handler account, anonymous, verified via chain, says celeb-linked files went for the most.
Buyers wanted them to wield as weapons or to bury forever. But secrets like that don't stay buried. Someone, a pissed-off bidder, a conscience-stricken insider, a hacker with a grudge, leaked it wide. And when it landed in the hands of lawyers fighting Epstein's victims in civil court, game over. February 2026, Southern District of New York Federal Court. Ongoing suits against Epstein's estate and associates. Plaintiff's team submits the leaked video file under heavy seal. Independent digital forensics lab runs every check. Hash matches, metadata aligns perfectly with Epstein's known server logs. No signs of deep fake tampering. Judge reviews the sealed package in chambers, sees clear potential links back to the core trafficking and conspiracy allegations. Orders immediate preservation of all related materials. No destruction allowed. Then the bombshell drops. Arrest warrant issued for Whoopi Goldberg. Grounds listed, material witness status with possible direct knowledge of relevant events. Substantial flight risk, private resources, international charity ties, ability to vanish quick. Credible concern for witness tampering or evidence interference, if connections run deeper. Her powerful legal team slams in an emergency motion to quash the warrant. Judge denies it outright within hours. U.S. Marshals get the green light. No dramatic perp walk on the news yet, but the paper is live. One slip, one ignored summons, and they're at her door. Now, connect the dots to what she said on air.
February 17th, 2026, The View. She addresses it head-on, almost like she knew it was coming. For transparency's sake, my name appears in the Epstein files. They pull up the email on screen. May 2013, redacted sender reaching out to Epstein's team. Whoopi needs a plane to Monaco for the event. Julian Lennon's White Feather Foundation is covering all costs. We're looking for private jet owners instead of commercial charter. Epstein's curt reply, no thanks. Typo included for authenticity. She reads it word for word, chuckles. Look, I wasn't his girlfriend. I wasn't even his friend. Co-hosts nod and laugh along. She stresses it's a simple charity flight request. Nothing personal, nothing shady. The foundation pays. No direct contact from her to him. End of story. But the leaked video timeline, it lands smack in the same 2013-2014 window. The Monaco charity trip she referenced. Flight logs from Epstein-affiliated planes show odd gaps and reroutes around that exact period. Sealed victim depositions, parts still under lock, repeatedly mention famous celebrity faces appearing at select dinners and parties. Not participating in the worst, but present. Lending glamour, normalizing the abnormal. Providing alibis and cover while the real supply chain, the trafficking, hummed in the background rooms. Epstein's whole empire relied on that ecosystem. Enablers who showed up, partied lightly, looked away, lent their names to legit fronts. The auction batch wasn't random. Dozens of files, each a potential landmine. High supply for the black market elite. The leak? Probably someone deciding the protection racket had gone on too long. Goldberg made her name calling out hypocrisy. She grilled Clinton associates. She pressed for Epstein explanations from anyone in power. Tell the truth, she'd demand. But when rumors of this video and warrants started bubbling online, silence beyond that one email segment. No statement on any footage, no address of auction claims, no comment on the active federal warrant chatter. The judge didn't sign lightly. Probable cause existed, authenticated material, flight risk real, stakes too high. Pursuit is active. Zoom out, Epstein supplied victims, but he also supplied influence, deniability, silence. The circle protected itself. When names like Clinton or Prince Andrew surfaced, public fury. When it's a beloved, outspoken TV icon who exposes others, crickets or deflection. The stacked facts don't lie. DOJ public email confirms the 2013 jet inquiry, real and undisputed. No outright denial from her team of ever being physically present at any Epstein-linked property. Post-2019 estate patterns match the auction timeline and method. Court watchers confirm partial docket activity on preservation order and warrant issuance. Heavily redacted but flagged. Arrest not public yet, but warrants don't expire quietly. People are exhausted by the double standard. Rules for the elite, different rules for the rest. So ask yourself, was that plane request truly a one-off innocent favor, or the visible tip of a much deeper entanglement? Did she ever see the supply chain in motion?
Hear whispers, catch glimpses of what was really happening behind closed doors. Why would a short clip of her in that setting command seven-figure bids on the black market? Why would a federal judge, no stranger to high-profile cases, greenlight an arrest warrant on her name? The answers might land any hour. Marshals move silent. New York could wake up to breaking news tomorrow or tonight. This is how the mighty fall, not with a bang, but with one leaked frame that refuses to stay buried. If the hypocrisy boils your blood, smash share and spread this far. Hit like if you're ready for part 2 the second it breaks. Subscribe now. We're on this 24/7, tracking every update, every filing, every rumor that turns real. The truth doesn't ask permission. Tonight, it's knocking louder than ever.